Justice, a simple concept but often seen very differently. Every day I hear about people given punishments that do not fit their crime. I hear about incarcerated people laboring for prisons and private industries for little to no pay. I see kids punished and treated differently for the color of their skin, creed, and gender, and I'm sick of it. Justice should not be built on the foundation of one group of people, rather formed by a diverse group. It should make people understand what they did wrong and allow them to have a second chance. For example, on June 28, 2015, 14-year-old Javon Coulter and two others shot Solomon Abdul Muhalim, killing him. Over 2 years later, Javon admitted to killing Solomon. Solomon's mother, Rukia, was beyond heartbroken, but did not hate or seek revenge towards Javon. She believes that revenge does not solve anything and instead hopes to be a part of Javon's life, so history does not repeat itself. I know the story may have sounded astonishing, but if we give people a second chance to right their wrongs, they can become better people and productive members of our society. To not be in Javon's situation, we need to look at our peers. Imagine you and a friend were at the park. Your friend says, "I think Jeremy looks ugly." In your head, you may think that was mean, but to avoid conflict, you would probably say something like, "Huh? Oh yeah." This may seem like the best answer at the time, but your friend wouldn't know what they did wrong. They could continue to say people are ugly.
You're ugly. You're ugly. You're ugly.
Eventually, society would no longer accept your friend. Instead, you could say, "Hey, that wasn't cool. How would you feel if someone called you ugly?" Probably not good. That way, your friend knows what they did wrong and probably won't make the same mistake again. Now, let's pretend the same situation happened, but with a stranger. Because you had no previous experience with this person, you have no reason to hide how you truly feel about the situation. You may actually express yourselves in a disrespectful way.
Oh my God, we're not wrecking it!
The same is for school. Each party, students and teachers, can be less conscious of each other's feelings. That's why students sometimes misbehave and teachers reprimand them. We punish people that we don't know so much easier than people we do know. As of 2020, 2.3 million people are held in the United States criminal justice system. 2.3 million people. These people range from federal prisons to local jails. At prisons, incarcerated people are forced to work for private companies and their own prisons, usually without getting any benefits such as healthcare and working below minimum wage. These prisons are called prison industrial complexes. Before we send people to prison, we need to think about the consequences of our actions. We need to imagine being in their situation, working very physical jobs, not being provided the daily necessities we take for granted, and possibly even facing death. We need to put ourselves in this person's shoes and understand that if we punish them, they may be living lives in prison that do not make them better. Instead, it makes them worse. My mom did this the other day, thinking about a man named Brandon Bernard. He was executed for a crime he committed when he was 18, and my mom was moved to tears, thinking about how Brandon did not deserve to die. Another word for this feeling is called empathy. To conclude, I believe that we need to rethink what justice really means, what punishing people really means, what helping people really means. I think we're headed in the right direction on making ourselves and our society better. We are capable of so many things. We've charted the whole world, are able to communicate with anybody in an instant, and soon hold people responsible for their actions the right way, the just way. And hey, this is just the beginning.
No, it looked cool. It looked cool.
What's your point?
Second point. Pee pee poo poo.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you tell him, Juan.
Yeah, you tell him.
Justice.